Hi, Brian Stecker here, certified personal trainer and baby boomer fitness expert. I'm here with
Kevin Peak.
Kevin Peak. I know you might mistake him for Danny Glover, but hey, it's Kevin. So Kevin's one of my long-time clients. We've known each other for what now? Over a decade?
It's been about a decade.
Over a decade.
Yeah, better part of it anyway.
And we've been giving each other a hard time. And
you more than me though.
Yeah, you're on this other side of the dumbbell, the barbell.
That's right.
And I think about you when I'm driving home. Like I feel really bad that I put you through that torment. So Kevin is here today, and he's going to be giving us the best the best questions that we've received so far here on the YouTube channel for weight loss, exercise, nutrition, the questions that we've got from the viewers here at the YouTube station. So Kevin, would you like to read them off? I'll give the answers, and then Kevin will kind of share his insights of what he's learned during that time.
Well, this first one is from Muhammad, and he asks, what would be your number one suggestion to lose weight over 50?
My number one suggestion to lose weight over 50. Well, everybody talks about it. You can't get a six-pack without going to the kitchen first, right? So you got to go to the kitchen first. So the first thing that I would do is I would make sure that I was understanding what my calorie burn was each day, and I would create that 500 calorie a day deficit. That would be the first thing that I would do, Muhammad. And then what I would do is once I knew my calorie burn and calorie deficit per day, then I would make sure I was getting high quality nutrients. I was making sure I taking in high quality protein, high quality carbs, high quality fat. And actually, Kevin and I have seen this before when we're working together. Is we had the calories in, calories out going, but we weren't taking the right macronutrients, and his energy levels weren't right. He was losing muscle. So we want to make sure you're taking the right quality of nutrients. So when you have that you're taking the right, like say, for protein, you're taking a complete protein source like a chicken breast or turkey, or if you're a vegetarian, you're taking in soy or tofu. You're getting a complete source, the right amount to maintain muscle. So that would be my number one suggestion. Calories in, calories out, high quality nutrients. And then after that, I would focus on prioritizing weight training, because for men over the age of 50, what ends up happening is every decade over the age of 30, you lose 8 to 10% of your muscle mass per year, right? So what ends up happening is, every pound of muscle we have burns 50 calories. So if we lose 10 pounds of muscle, say over the last 2 decades, then you've lost 500 calories a day deficit. So the quickest way to get that back is to build lean tissue. And as you know, this weight training gig, it's a grueling process.
It's a grueling process, but it works.
And it works. So if you're wanting to build, you need to prioritize weight training at least 4 days per week. So get the nutrition, prioritize weight training, and then I would do anaerobic training. So say like HIITs. So if you're going to do cardio, I would do HIIT training. And that would look like bring your heart rate up into that, if you're over 50, probably into that higher 145 range for a minute, and then that lower range for about 3 minutes. Do 7 sets of that. Any suggestions that you have, Kevin, that you've seen over the years that would help you lose weight over the age?
No, I think you nailed it. For me, 3 times a week doing the high intensity training, along with the diet and the weight training, it works out perfectly. And every once in a while I load up just so I can deprive myself of calories later, so it helps the metabolism.
So you load up, so like you have your cheat day?
Yeah, the cheat days,
and
then load up on the calories, and then when I deprive myself the following days, body kicks in and says, oh, I'm burning everything. So,
that's a good point. So once you're in the calorie deficit for a long period of time, a little bit more advanced technique there is you want to throw in a cheat day one cheat day for one cheat meal, say on a Sunday, or every 2 weeks throw 1 or 2 cheat meals. So I have a question.
Okay, next question is from Jerry. Should I stretch before my workout?
Should I stretch before my workout? That's a great question, Jerry. This is how I get this question a lot. What stretches should I do before my workout? So when it comes to before your workout, I would do more dynamic stretches. And dynamic stretches would be things like leg swings, body weight squats, push-ups, broomstick stretches, other stretches that I've shown in other YouTube videos. These dynamic stretches are one is going to warm up your central nervous system to get you ready for resistance training. It's going to simulate the movements you're going to be doing. So it's going to put your muscles in alignment so that way you don't get a strain, tear, or pull. It's also going to lubricate the joints. Now, one thing you don't want to do before weight training or working out is static stretching. Static stretching, you'll begin to lose that stability in the joints, and you'll actually have less strength. So more of those dynamic stretches, simulate movements that you're going to do, like we talked about. Anything you would throw in there?
I have nothing.
Boom, nailed it.
You hit it. Right.
All right.
Next question is from Keith. What should I eat after my workout?
This sounds like a question from my dad. My dad's name's Keith. So, Keith, if this is you, Dad, so I would recommend you stay away from the ice cream that Mom's been talking about for years. But if this isn't Keith, my dad, or any Keith, I would recommend that you after workout. So I would recommend a good quality protein source. You can do this with a meal replacement shake. So like say whey protein shake, or if you're a vegetarian, there's plenty of pea-based proteins or soy-based proteins that are complete sources that you would have after your workout. And if you're looking to build muscle, a good carbohydrate source like a banana or an apple or some berries, that would be a good meal replacement for yourself. What do you like to have after your workout?
I usually go high protein meat, or some chicken breast, or some fish, salmon, and some brown rice, and salad. That's
great. Usually. Yeah, a lot of people say, you have to have a shake because it absorbs better. You have to have, a special carbohydrate source. It's a myth. I mean, if you're going to have post-workout nutrition, yes, shakes absorb better, more quickly, but if you have it within that window, it doesn't matter if it's whole food or not. So, sounds actually pretty delicious.
Yeah, it's very delicious.
All right.
Okay, this next question is from Frank. I'm a beginner. Should I train with heavy or light weights?
Frank, I like your question. So, you want to train with some heavy weights, and you probably heard to train with some heavy weights. So if you're a beginner, saying somebody who hasn't worked out in a long period of time, what I would highly suggest for you is start with higher repetitions and higher rep ranges. I just said the same thing twice. But I would start with higher repetitions, and the weight will modify itself. So an example for what that would be is, say you're doing some squats, and you're doing 20 squats, and it's body weight. So the intensity of 20 squats in itself may be an intense exercise for you. So that's what my suggestion would be, is I would start with higher repetitions, and I would use a rep range. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would use something that was about a 6 intensity on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, after you've done that for, say, about 8 weeks, this is where the quote-unquote heavy weights come in. I would bring those rep ranges down to challenge your muscles, challenge yourself during those workouts, so you get the adaptations you want, building lean tissue, burning body fat, because your body wants the path of least resistance, so it's going to adapt. So what I would do is I would bring those rep ranges down by 5. So maybe if you're doing 20 reps, now you're only doing 15 reps, but that intensity is going up, say, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're picking a weight that's maybe a 7. And after another 4 weeks of that, then I would bump down to that 8 to 12 range, and I'd pick a weight that's going to challenge me about an 8.5 for those rep ranges on a scale of 1 to 10. So hopefully that answers your question. What would you say to that?
When I was starting out, as you know, I was going with somewhat heavy weight and just kind of incrementing that over time to get to what my standard was for myself, was like bench pressing my body weight as a maximum, and so I built into that, and then I dedicate myself to maybe one day a week of just light weights. Yeah,
I remember one time we were in the gym, and you were comfortably incline pressing.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you were comfortably pressing.
Embarrass me now.
And no, this is a good point. This is a good point. And I was just watching you do this, and I was like, Kevin, you could do this. I think you should try 6 reps. Because I was seeing you're doing a similar workout for a long period of time, and we were at the water fountain, and I'm trying to get to your guys' level, next level. How do I do this? So I saw you're pressing this weight for a long period of time, and you did it. And what did you experience?
Well, the thing was, I just was so afraid to go to the next level, more weight, and that's what you were saying. You probably could do more weight, and I just felt good because my technique got improved because you were telling me, and went to the next level of weight, and it just seemed like it was easier to do.
Yes.
And I just would never venture there unless I got pushed. So
absolutely,
that's basically what happened there.
And with the heavy weights, like we're talking about with that is Kevin was doing good form. He had good tempo, and that's when we knew. And I saw him doing this for multiple weeks, and that's when I was like, we got to get you outside your comfort zone. Yeah. So don't be. It was a little more advanced on top of that question, but be welcoming to pushing yourself outside the comfort zone if you can do quality form and you got good tempo, good technique.
Okay. Right. Well, this next question is from Jim. What supplements would you recommend?
That's a trick question, Jim. I don't know if Jim's looking for the magic pill supplement for weight loss, or if Jim's looking for like general health. Now I'm going to answer. He's trying to trick me, but Jim, you got me in a bind here. But I've got the answer for you because I am the baby boomer fitness expert. Is what I would recommend is I recommend for general health, right? So a multivitamin, it's going to help you get the antioxidants and minerals that you're not getting from your diet. Our food source is pretty incomplete these days. Even if you ate the perfect diet, you're still probably going to be missing a thing here or there. A meal replacement's pretty good because a lot of people in society say, I don't have time, even though we all have the same 24 hours in the day. What I would recommend having a meal replacement, because a meal replacement, you're on the go, you have the excuse, you don't have time. I don't have time sometimes either, so you put 2 scoops in a container, out the door, drink it, good, boom, good to go. Meal replacement, good vitamin C. It helps keep your immune system up. It helps, especially getting over 50, a lot of stress, helps lower those cortisol stress levels. Fish oils helps with your mood, stabilize your blood sugar. And if you Google benefits of fish oil, there's thousands of benefits. I don't need to hit on them all here. So those would be my base supplements. If you're looking for performance, looking to get those extra reps, like I forget who that was. That's Frank. Frank, you want to take some creatine. Creatine's going to help you out there. And maybe if you're in a calorie deficit over a long period of time, branched chain amino acids is going to help you with recovery. As for the magic pills, the fat burners, the other magic pills out there, those are for like if you're in an intense competition and you're on that last push and you want that 1 to 5% advantage. So that's all you're really going to get from the magic pill supplements. And then there's a lot of stuff that's garbage, but we'll save that for another video. So those are the good ones that I'd recommend, and those are the ones I'd recommend for performance. How about you, Andy?
I concur, but just recently, being over 50.
Viagra?
I'm
just kidding.
But
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We have to keep this fun.
Well, one of the things I just tried about maybe 2.5 months ago was something called citrulline.
Okay, citrulline.
And citrulline is an amino type acid, and it kind of helps the circulation.
All right.
And what I noticed from it, ever since I've been doing the citrulline, I haven't had any muscle pain after workouts. And after I've done an intense workout, I haven't had the muscle pain. Also, it helped me increase my repetitions, actually.
All right.
So, but it's more of a circulation issue than it is. But Viagra does the same thing, so maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, this is the part where Kevin's talking about he's getting more of the hard time than I am. So we're just messing around here. We like to keep it light. Those workouts are grueling, so we have to keep it loose somehow.
But since you said it, I might try the blue pill.
Go to your doctor and talk to him about that. That's outside my scope of practice, but we can get you one of these blue shirts.
Yes.
So anyway.
Okay, well, next question is from Robert. How do you recommend staying fit with a busy schedule?
How do I recommend staying busy? Okay. You know what I love about my high-end clients like yourself and others out there is they never use the excuse of schedule. And getting that same question from you, Robert, is telling me that you're the type of guy that's not making excuses either. So I commend you for that first and foremost, because we all have the same 24 hours a day, and I've got executive clients like yourself who are extremely busy, and what ends up happening is you just find a way, you get it done. Well, there's other people who have all the extra time in the day, and they don't get it done. So what I would recommend is busy schedule is you have your magic time, right? As you pick a time in your day that no matter what, it's your magic time. So you say 11 o'clock Monday, and consistency is king. So your body's a creature of habit also. So you want to say 11 o'clock every day. 11 o'clock, that's my workout time. I'm going to get it. So so say like one day maybe you're really busy and you're 11:15 running behind. Doesn't matter. Just go in 11 o'clock. It's 45 minutes. Cut your rest cycles down and get it done. So block out your magic time, and you'll be surprised how much that will help you for a busy schedule. Also, you sound like a really motivated guy. So what I would do is look at your schedule a week or two in advance, and I would look where you can plug in workouts if you don't have that specific time. But you have to take that time for yourself and block it in. It's like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't go a day without brushing your teeth, right? So otherwise you're going to have any teeth. So you make sure you schedule that in. So, and also what you'll find is by scheduling that time in for yourself, you're going to be taking care of you. And what I see with a lot of my clients is when they're taking care of themselves, they have more for their job, more for their relationship, more for the other things in their life. So by making that magic time a priority, you're going to add more to you. So good to you. Block that time out and make it happen, even if it's in 30 minutes chunks. I mean, sometimes too, if you have a busy schedule, you pick 3 days and say, I'm going to go an hour and 15 minutes and do demanding workouts where you do weights and cardio. Maybe you break it up into 7 days and you're doing 30 minutes each day, helps with recovery, and that's what you can fit in. So there you go. Kevin, how do you fit in your busy schedule? I know you have a very busy schedule. Tell the people out there what your schedule looks like.
Well, I'm leaving home at 6 in the morning, getting home 7 at night, and I get home 7 at night only because I'm adamant about getting my workout. I have to do it, so I do it at the end of my work day, and so I'm taking an hour and a half to work out. It's not to my wife's chagrin because she's not seeing me until 7 at night. And then we don't have a lot of time together. But that's the sacrifice because, I got to get my workout in. If you miss it, you're not going to stay fit. That's just the way it is. If you make excuses, you're not going to stay fit. If you just say, hey, I'd rather do this, you're not going to be fit. So you just got to adapt a lifestyle that says I'm adamant about getting my workout.
So I know you had a chunk there where you weren't doing that. What did you notice differently for yourself when you were not getting your workouts in versus when you were making that priority?
Sure, I was sluggish. I just didn't feel the energy. I wasn't feeling good about myself in general. And you see the physical differences. Like that. For me, it's the middle. The middle just happens to swell up.
That's
a little
where
bit.
Guys over 50, 40, 60 just goes right to midsection, and then that's setting you up for heart disease, but that's a different question. But you start gaining weight in the middle. Yeah,
and then it just misses. So that's why I just try to stay adamant about getting that in there.
Awesome.
My hour and a half a day. It's got to be.
What other things, suggestions? Like, I know one thing that you told me is, you're on the other side of town,
right?
And you've got to travel, you got to drive, and to skip traffic, you found a gym on that part of town to get those workouts. And when you're not in town, that's one thing that's helped you out too. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, just so it's instead of being 2 hours in traffic, I do 2 hours at the gym.
And then when you hit the road, there's no traffic.
There's no traffic.
So maximizing the times that you do have. If you notice that's traffic's your issue, you have that solution. Or
absolutely. Or
if you're traveling, you look ahead of time and you see what hotels in the area have the hotel gyms, or you find the closest gym to your hotel.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no time monster that's going to steal your wonderful workout. Yeah. You've got to go make the time and make it your magic time. And like Kevin said, his energy better, life's better.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is from Art.
Art. Thank you for submitting your question. How art thou? Thank you for submitting the question.
Okay. It's a long question.
Uh-oh.
Art is 5'55", 5'9", 230 pounds. He carries most of his fat in his stomach and has not worked out in a long time. Where would you recommend for Art to start? Art to start.
You're a rapper.
Is there hope for him?
Is there hope for Art? Art, there's hope for you. There's hope for you. He hasn't worked out in a long time?
Hasn't worked out in a long time.
Hasn't worked out in a long time.
Carries most of his fat in his stomach.
Most fat in his stomach. Okay. Art, this is what I would highly recommend for you. Because you haven't worked out in a long period of time, I would go first and foremost right away, meet with a doctor. Doctor's going to do a physical on you. He's going to make sure you're fit for exercise. And he's going to be able to tell you, okay, these are areas that you need to work on. And then what's great about this, by meeting with the doctor, you'll get rid of the mental hurdle. I know a lot of people over the age of 50, when I meet with them, there seems to be like a psychological barrier that happens at, say, 55 to 60, where the quote-unquote, they feel vulnerable. The kryptonite sets in. So you're going to go to the doctor, and he's going to kind of give you precautions to watch for. So that way you can kind of clear away that mental hurdle, that fear. That's the first thing that I would do. The second thing that I'd recommend for you is take your time with this. I know you start a new routine, it can be a little bit overwhelming. I would set a big goal for yourself, and then I would set a small goal. Maybe that first goal for you is a meeting with the doctor, and then the second goal is starting just to go for a walk, a comfortable walk 3 times a day for 10 minutes. And then from there, find yourself a certified personal trainer in a local area, and ask them if they've had experience working with someone like yourself, and ask to see some results, talk to some of their clients. And then from there, once you do that, tell them, hey, this is new to me. I'm not trying to get... After you talk to the people, they'll probably have the same talk. But you'll progress with this. So just take it slow, have a short-term goal. And so that's where I would start. If you're holding a lot of weight around the middle, some suggestions that I would give to you for nutrition is go watch my over 50 nutrition guide video, and what that's going to do is tell you how to get the right calorie deficit for you, and start logging and tracking your food. So when you do meet with your trainer, what they'll do is be able to tell you where you can adjust some things in your diet. But you definitely, I commend this. I admire you for going out on a limb, putting yourself first. This is a new project. The mindset I would take going into this also is this is a new project for you. So if you're overwhelmed by this and wondering if there's hope for you, I would look at an area of your life where you've been successful. Maybe you have had kids. I don't know. Maybe you've been married for 30 years. Look at those areas of life. Your career is maybe thriving. There's some area where you're really doing well. Look at that area and say, hey, I was a beginner at some point in that area. I can think of 2 clients, Daryl and Celeste in the gym here. They've never worked out, and they've been at it almost a year now. And to see the results that they have is just they found areas of life that they were successful at and just applied those resources, that mindset, and just applied it to fitness. And they've made huge progress in the mobility, weight loss, and feeling good about themselves. So Art, you're the man. Let's get started. Kevin, what would you say to Art?
One of the things that helped me, this is an area, the stomach area, abs area, is one of the things that was really building on me that I felt like I didn't have control. So I think one of the things that made me really focus on it was keeping my mindset such that I was always focusing on something related to my abs and stomach.
That's a great point.
Yeah, so I kept that mindset. Goal. Yeah, and the thing is, you're 55, Art, and one of the things that you just kind of plant the seed in your mind is get your waist to 36 and below, and keep it there, and always keep it there, no matter what. Just keep that mindset in front of you that you want your waist to be that. That's a goal. That's a good goal, and that's a healthy goal, and that's what got me to really trimming down my midsection.
It's funny you said that. I remember when you told me that, like the waistline was a specific goal to you because you read an article about it's health related to risk factors for heart disease.
Right, absolutely. And like when your gut gets up, you have all kinds of illnesses that could happen because you're just surrounding all your organs with fat.
Yep.
And they don't survive. They're not healthy in that.
So higher chance, higher cholesterol, type 2 diabetes.
Absolutely.
The Viagra thing? No, just kidding. No,
that might help.
You'll help yourself there. But also, the heart stuff and your organs.
Yeah.
That's good.
So mindset, I think, is a big thing. And, every workout that I do, I contribute something to abs, no matter what.
Okay.
Every single workout, I end or begin with abs.
Great.
So.
You have any questions? You have any questions for me? You have an 8th question?
This Viagra thing, tell me more.
Well, I guess that sums up everything here. Go see your doctor about that. What I will tell you about this Viagra thing is while we're on that topic, is I want you to watch your next Viagra commercial, and I want you to notice this. The woman that they use in that commercial, does she look like she's actually 50, or is she a 35-year-old model? Because here's the thing. The media is trying to reinforce people's beliefs that they're getting older. You know what? And that's something I'm glad you brought up, because that's a lot of things people don't notice. We're being sold, slowed down. You're going to retire at this age. Yeah. Those are all beliefs, but if we look at, there's people out there retiring at 70, 80, people in their 90s still working, thriving, being their best. But look at that Viagra commercial, and I challenge you. How old is that model in the commercial with the 55-year-old man, the 60-year-old man? She's 35, I bet you. And they're selling you aging. So I'll tell you about that Viagra thing. So,
yeah.
But maybe we should cut that last part out so I don't get any lawsuits.
You'll be getting some calls anyway.
I'll get some calls. All right.
I'm not 35.
All right. So go talk to your doctor about Viagra. I'm not an expert at it, but all the fitness stuff, stay with that. You guys have a great day.
Thanks.
I would love to hear what you liked best about this video. So down below, you'll see a comment section. Just leave your comments, and I want to thank you so much for the comments you've been leaving me over the months, and I've been getting back to filling those out. Also down below in the description box, you'll see a link, and in that description box with that link, you want to click it, and it's going to take you to another page where you're going to get 4 free workouts. To get those 4 free workouts, you just have to enter your email address. So go down below, click the link, and we're going to get you those workouts right away by entering your email address. Also, down below, make sure you click the subscribe button so you get updated when we release all this great content. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you so much for your comments. Go get your free workouts, and you guys make it a great day.